had 50K US dollars to start a joint venture or a business, would you rather invest or start that business with a white man or a Nigerian man?
It's a very loaded question, you know. To start us off, I think that on a personal level, I think if you're gonna pay someone for a job, it should be whoever brings in the best quality regardless. But when we're talking about like from a perspective of someone who's in the Nigerian diaspora, um, looking towards like the Nigerian mainland, I most definitely gonna pour as much resources in. I would say for me, I would choose the Nigerian man, but I would do it knowing like there might be corruption involved, there might be, lack of communication involved. And I'll look at it more as like charity more than anything else. Maybe the money can go towards, building a factory or salaries there. But I wouldn't, it'll be touted as an investment, but in the back of my mind, it's just that shit, so that's how I look at it.
I have like a follow-up question to that. Like, how much of this 50K is charity?
Everything now.
Everything is just like,
Yeah.
wow. That's not really a business venture. That's just
I would
you
say- Because in some businesses, like a lot of like tech startups, right?
Mhm.
In the beginning stages, they know they're just losing money, they're just burning it. So I'm kind of looking at it from a similar lens where if the long-term benefit might not be like the return on cash, it might just be maybe through salaries, a mother is able to send her child to school. Or maybe there's like a new factory that gives opportunities for certain people. I think the benefit is going to be more so like intangible
Yeah.
than like
So you're kind of like building up the brand in the beginning.
yeah. So, but overall, if it wasn't this diaspora mainland relationship, it's going to never kind of live around what it's supposed to live around the best.
I mean, to me, I feel like it depends on the plan, I'd say, because be it either a white guy or a Nigerian, as the case may be, like, if there's a solid plan, then investing the money is going to definitely yield profit. Of course, probably might not come up immediately, but as time goes on, and also trusting your partner, of course, and then it's definitely going to yield profit. So, but if I'm going to choose, I will most likely choose a Nigerian, because I think there's this connection in terms of that, and also Nigerians are they're hungry for success, development. So that burning desire being placed into the business is definitely gonna be a determining factor as to if it's gonna succeed or not.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, I disagree. I'm gonna go with a white person. Reason being that when it comes to trust, you can't really trust Nigerians. Like, especially when you're here and you have somebody back home, or being with probably outside or business, and you're not there by yourself. It's a different thing when you're in the country. You both are doing it together. But you are here and the person is in Nigeria. Trust me, just know that you are losing a lot of the money already. Some people you might trust them. Fine, individuality really matters. But when a white person tells you deal, it is deal. But Nigerians, Yoruba people, if you represent deal, trust me, wake up the next day, it's not deal. Things are changing. And you guys already drew the math, how everything's gonna be, the planning and everything. This same person might even go behind you and start the same business you want. You can't really trust a Nigerian person. You cannot. But when a white person tells you, we're gonna do it, that is it. You guys are gonna do it. You execute, you plan, everything's gonna be done. Stages, everything you guys cheer, you will do it. But Nigerians, trust me, they will not. They will not. Like, and you're here again and you're not there. I know people that have done business. They're here and they get the person back home. It don't work out.
Okay, what if a Nigerian is here?
Okay, if the Nigerian is there, it's fine because you can easily go to the person's house and be like, where's my money? Do you understand? Like, you can hold the person, but not when you're here and the person is back home.
Yeah, I think I like.
But I also feel like, aren't there like contracts in place or like safeguards of like some sort. If you're going to a business with somebody, don't you vet the person at some point? So I feel like regardless of who you're choosing, you should be able to like there should be safeguards in place. Like the person is still going to be accountable. So I feel like at the end of the day, if you've done your research, you vetted the person, like you're not just picking a random person, regardless if the person's white or Nigerian, the person should still be like accountable. The person should still be qualified for what they're doing. So I don't think for me, it doesn't even matter as much as if the person is qualified. Like at that point, it's just a preference of who communicates more, who's maybe going to deliver a little bit more, regardless of if the person Nigerian or if the person's white. Because I feel like if you're serious about doing a business venture, there should be like things in place before you start that business.
When it comes to contracts, Nigerians don't keep up. I'm telling you, I'm Nigerian. I'm trying to be one, but they don't. Trust me. When it comes to contracts, fine, everything is in paper, but they don't follow up.
I feel like it depends on the relationship though. If you guys are
I don't see siblings fighting for money.
yeah, because the relationship is good.
Regardless of relationship, you just say contracts. Sign everything and think that this person is going to be accountable for everything you guys have talked about. Dear, my dear. Huh. Okay.
Because I'm not gonna lie, the thing about contracts is that at the end of the day, it's just paper. There's you have to honor what's said on there. And with Nigerians, because you asked about what if the person's here, like on the US side, you have two different environments. Most people in Nigeria are still in like survival mode. So the only thing that they can really honor is probably like the violence or the threat of violence. On the US side, you have like a reputation that could be tarnished and people wouldn't want that. So before they would rather get a job done other than like have reputation tarnished. You might go to the court system. There's a lot more modern day structures, both socially and like judicially, that could help you as an individual. But in Nigeria, it's like if you really wanted to enforce, because it's one thing to write a contract, it's another thing to enforce it. The only way you can enforce it is through like damn near barbaric means, and most people are just not like that when it comes to business.
Maybe you should just Shango.
For me, I would say I would go with someone who understands the principles and ethics of business. That's one. Someone who has values and goals. We see each other as a partner, not as a competitor. If we both are going into business, we both have roles to play.
Yeah.
So it's like we're sitting down in like the Pinterest board, right? And we're trying to write everything what we're trying to see from here to tomorrow, who we're going to talk to, who's going to be our sponsor, this kind of thing. So it's basically personality for me. I don't care if you're Nigerian or if you're a white man. You got principles, you got ethics, you got values, and you understand the true meaning of success.
Yeah.
I would go with you for real. If you're a Nigerian and Nigerians are very, very responsible people, no offense. I mean, we got people that are also going to throw you overboard and make you so angry and disappointed. We also have that in the white man's land. People that also like betray. And even the contract thing here, when they know the law, they know the law. And they know how to go around the law.
Yeah.
So I feel you should have someone that's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Let me ask this in terms of, because the way the question was originally structured, it's kind of based on like the assumptions of like general stereotypes. It was very generalized.
yeah, I know it's generalized word on.
So based on like the general assumptions of Nigerians, white men, right? And what you described, what you wanted like a business partner, which do you think fits that the best?
Fits out the best. It's a stereotype shit. I have worked with Nigerian people, both Nigerians and the white men too. Nigerians, I would say, I would definitely go with someone who is in the same location as I am. That's number one. So,
They're nice. They're going to be nice.
yeah,
Based on the question.
yeah, they're Nigerians. But if we're doing business, we have to be based in the same location. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So if I'm in New York and you're in Nigeria, New York, and like we have the same ideas and we have the same goals, I would also click with you.
Right.
So I would definitely go with a Nigerian person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But just like you said, having in the back of your mind, risky. Having in the back of your mind too, with also white man is also what risky. But I feel like with a Nigerian, I feel like it's gonna be more understanding. There'll be more like communication, and I would know how to relate with you. Like if anything should happen, like there's this like somehow we see each other as family. So I mean the level of betrayal here, because if you here, you understand the business side here, and you understand what's going on here in the business industry. So as a Nigerian working together, I feel it's gonna be so much better because we're gonna have so many things in life than working with like a white man. If a white man wants to shut you down, there's nothing you can do. But if a Nigerian, if you bring that barrage from me, talk us before that and we settle the case. So I feel like I would go with a Nigerian. I mean, like in general.
So I think we got Nigerian,
Right, yeah.
I think I would go to Nigeria.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like realistically speaking, here's all the facts. But it's location. It's one of those issues that we face. But
Well, when it comes to business, like of course there's risks, yeah. But before you get into a business, you want to take a calculated risk. You don't just want to go into business like, okay, because we are Nigerians, we can see, even a Jamaican person can execute a business plan. You guys just have to sit down, talk about it. Who's going to do this? Who's doing this? If all those things are in place, there's nothing about family when it comes to business. We want money to come in. So I'm not going to say because you're my brother and I know that you're not good for the job, I'm going to give you the job. No.
yeah.
And there's another person out there that can execute what I want. Why not just give it to the person? Do you understand? Because we all have our area of expertise. There's something I can do that you cannot do. So why would I want to jeopardize that because I'm trying to bring family together? No. There's no, if I'm doing that, there's no way I'm going to be successful. Do you understand? So it's not like they're not good Nigerians. They are good people.
Of course.
So, but when it comes to business, all these things have to put in, like, it has to be in place. Like, what she said, what everybody said, really makes a lot of sense. But when it comes to trust, I'd rather have a white person.
Like they say, no one stabs you back in the family more than the family. I mean, no one stabs you in the back more than the family member could do. The stranger's gonna do best. But at the same time, the stranger who you also trusting, I mean, also came up from the family. So that's how much of the stabbing that stranger gonna give to the family they haven't given you. I mean, everyone trying to look for where there's an advantage, like the advantage is higher than the disadvantage. So if I'm going to business with someone, I need to see that on a scale, like the 0.00% of success. Like if I'm putting it on a scale, I want to see like it's going up realistically, not just thinking, oh hey, tomorrow I can get a bed or something. Like realistically, how much stuff is gonna go up. That's what I'm saying. I totally understand what you're saying. It's very, very correct. But everything you have to do when you're doing with someone, you're dealing with a human.
Of course.
No matter, you're dealing with someone with flesh and blood.
Yeah.
Principles and ethics is really, really, really gonna go a long way
Yeah.
in the business industry. I mean, we have all said our minds, which is really good. That's why we're all diverse. Like, if we're all the same, it's really gonna be boring.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I mean,
I'm going to chip in something. When let's assume your brother stab you from the back, not the real stabbing,
Yeah.
you're going to be more hurt than when an outsider do that to you.
Of course.
Because you feel like, this is my blood. How would you even do this to me? But when an outsider do that to you, like, okay, it's whatever. You guys can, just split you. You might not even talk to the person no more.
okay.
Or when somebody, your family, does something to you and probably this person, you trust this person, and it just came back to you and what you even expected that it could do to you, is more painful than when an outsider do it.
Okay. This outsider that you're going to business with,
Yeah.
you're definitely gonna give them the same level of trust, right?
True.
And if they stab you in the back, you're telling me you're also not gonna feel because if I'm giving you my trust and I'm gonna do something to you, I'm not gonna see you as a stranger.
Of course.
I'm not seeing you as someone who can, pop into my house at 1 a.m. and I have no reason to be angry. So it's more like your family. So if you should start me like, well, I feel like if you start me in the back, I'm definitely gonna feel it. Why? I've poured out so much to you. In doing this business together, we've taken so much risk, and just for you to toss me to the ocean, I would definitely feel it. Because if I had someone in my family who could execute, but I'm scared that his family is gonna go haywire, I would have like regrets. So like regrets from both sides. So that's income. But I totally understand like what you mean, boy.
Yeah.
Stabbing people, stranger, no stranger, it's really gonna hurt. Even people that you go to work with that you barely say hi to after 2 weeks, something happens on the job and then they snitch on you, it's gonna hurt.
Of course.
Because one thing or the other is gonna affect you one way or the other. It's just so it's that after effect, the real feeling. So it's working together. You're able to work with that person. And if the person you're working with, you know what I mean? Like if you're working with people, you should always have the back of your mind that it's not always gonna go the way that's gonna go. So once you have that in the back of your mind, I feel like no matter what happens, you're just gonna brush off your foot, like off your shoulders. Yeah, like it was a human, like, oh come on. It's just another human being, another human. Let's move on. So I mean that's how I feel.
Well, to be honest, not only just sitting and thinking about it, I wouldn't like prioritize trust in the grand scheme of things. I think I prioritize just like mutual.
Understand?
No, it's like necessity. Like, okay, so I'm gonna give you two examples. The first one, like if you had someone who wants to build a house in Nigeria, right? The person who's building the house needs the builders and the engineers more than they need the person who's trying to build the house. So it's like, in that sense, the person has like the people on the Nigerian side have like the quote unquote upper hand where they can use the money and do rubbish or build a house and then like double sell it, or you know how that type of corruption goes.
Yeah.
But the second example I want to bring up, which is like, let's say what I've seen to see, there's these people on TikTok that sell the African net sponge, and they have the producers with the manufacturers in Nigeria. And I know that in Nigeria that thing's very common, but on the state side, there's an open market that the people in Nigeria don't have access to. So they need the TikTok people on the state side in order to like move the product. That type of relationship, I would feel a lot more comfortable going down because I need the net sponge and then you need the market that I have access to. So even if you don't come control or do me wrong, it's like it's not in either of our best favor. You know? So I like the situations where like there's both like mutual necessity.
You guys need each other.
Yeah, because then I don't even need to bother about like different cultures and environments. Like trust is just you want to make it, you know.
I think it's more like what the other party has to offer, right? What do you have to offer? How can we move to the business forward? So I think that's, I agree with what you said first.
Yeah.
I know my doing now. So you guys I really like this great conversation, very engaging. Great question, by the way. What do we do next?